Last month here on CBS 11, we told you about a study that was linking hair relaxers with an increased risk of cancer in women.
And that led us to a much deeper conversation about the pressures that many black women, even myself, have felt having to straighten their hair. Our Alexis Wainwright is explaining all of this new for you at 5 o'clock.
I have always been like, oh, I need, the creamy crack. Like, I need it to be straightened.
Brittany Huntley says she's been getting relaxers since she was 3 years old. It was something that made it easier to manage her hair. But later in college, when she transitioned back to her natural hair, she had some problems with work.
They told me had I had my hair like that when I first interviewed with them, they would not have hired me, no matter how qualified I was. And I was a bank teller.
And she isn't the only one who says society pushed her into straightening her hair.
By no means did I think my hair was lovely and wonderful. It was always a challenge to fit in.
Shantae McBride says she's been getting relaxers for years.
I'm not doing this almost for me. I'm doing this for, my circle, the world, so I can, fit in and look just as good as, the next person.
We all related to a specific moment while growing up.
I remember the times where my mom, like Thanksgiving, put the hot comb on the stove.
Every Saturday night.
I still remember that night, and you could just smell your hair just burning, and you're like, good God.
And it's something that's been passed down generations.
When I was in charge of her hair, I used to make sure it was straight. We got perms on a regular basis. I didn't mind the creamy crack at all.
Seeing so many stories about people being discriminated against based off of the appearance of their hair has led to the creation of the Crown Act, which prohibits discrimination based on hairstyle and hair texture.
I'm an advocate of the Crown Act because as a hairstylist, I see women and men, children, boys and girls, wearing their hair in all types of styles.
Latara Edmond with Good Day Hair Salon in Duncanville says she's seen people in her salon worried about their hair choices.
Some of my clients have expressed, like in the workplace, how it's affected them, being able to get promotions.
The Crown Act was created in 2019 and has passed in 19 states, including California, Louisiana, and New Mexico, but not here in North Texas. Over 400,000 men and women have signed the petition pushing for the Crown Act to be passed in all 50 states.
Because we deal with such a diverse clientele as far as how they wear their hair, all different age groups, it impacts us as hairstylists.
Over the summer, Austin became the first city in Texas to pass the Crown Act, followed with Harris County. There's hope that more cities like Dallas and Fort Worth will join soon.
To try to work with them on wearing a style that they feel comfortable with, that represents their culture, that represents their personal style choice, and them being able to be proud of that.
In Duncanville, Alexis Wainwright, CBS 11 News.